And a lot of time will be delayed here because they aren't getting a really strong blue push out. They're focusing on the hatch first, which is what you should do. But now there needs to be a bit of pinch push, and they need to hurry it up just ever so slightly.
Yeah, MIBR have made good progress in that they've opened up a lot of different opportunities for them, but at some point, Jess, you've got to commit, right? And it looks like that's what MIBR are doing right now. Lovely nade goes through, but that was actually caught by an ADS, which means that shield is still intact. The EMP is caught as well by the ADS. Oh, this is too close for comfort for MIBR as time slips away, and NiP can hold on. Kamikaze takes a very aggressive position here and finds the first pick of the round, only 30 seconds left, and that's massive from Kamikaze, and blue is his to control. NiP open up this match with a flawless round.
As they look to try and push that, Kamikaze tries to repeat what he did last round by being aggressive with the shotgun, but it doesn't work out this round so far. He'll be alive just for now, and surely the pickup happens as Reduck will take splash damage.
Love this aggressive setup from NiP, but Falls goes for the punish. Hello! And he finds that secure onto the down player, but Julio just on the other side. And okay there, Muzi. I don't think that's what your team's looking for right now. As Julio and Muzi himself try to hold on, a minute 30 left, but things are definitely looking good for the MIBR squad. In a 5 versus 2, but they take it slow.
No need to speed it up now. You've got a minute 20 to work with here. You can go as slow as you like. You can use all of your utility. And speaking of Lucid, he'll be able to catch Julio with a nicely placed grenade. Muzi says, I want kills and I want it now. But instead, he'll receive his death. And that's going to be a nice, quick round. And almost flawless one for MIBR. Pitch up on wide as well. There's no players on there currently, but look at all of those players stacked to the back of dorms.
And just look at that clock as well, Jess. 30 seconds left. NiP is so confident here that they could perform this retake and deny this plant with the Yokais, but that EMP's doing its job. Falls, getting that diffuser planted with only 20 seconds left. The plant is faked out. The Yokai springs into action. Muzi makes a play, that's massive. And now MIBR are gonna have to scramble for something out of nothing with the plant going down once again. Julio and Kamikaze to hold on as MIBR throw bodies. Kamikaze tries to make a play, but that is not gonna work out. MIBR make it work in the dying moments, sending everything they have at NiP.
To try and get that mute jammer off the wall, where we see that that smoke playing of Kamikaze. Instead, they're putting a lot of pressure over towards Freezer. There goes one of those grenades I was talking about, and the second surely comes out as a C4 is replied. And that's exactly where the diffuser is. This is dangerous. They've smoked off. That's the last smoke they're going to be able to work with here as they move on up here. And 1 whole minute left. Raps makes his entry. He has no idea he has someone behind him, but with protection, he's got it all going for him. Double kill for Julio, and all of a sudden they're looking down the barrel of multiple ACOGs as they move on to site. Muzi will have to be the difference maker here. He'll come in from behind, and with Psycho down, it is literally a 1v3. He can hear the plant going down. He'll be able to deny it. That's huge. And James, as I run out of air here, I beg you, take over for me.
It's a quiet moment now for Muzi as he decides how to play this. Psycho's giving him some info, but shut down. Now it's a 1v1, Jess. Redox has to hold on to make sure this round is not thrown away. Muzi, that is everything NiP wants it from you. You stepped up, you filled those shoes, and you made MIBR look...
In the hands of MIBR, and in fact, they brought a double hard bridge to work with. It won't be hard for them to open up that hatch. And oh no, there was 3 different ADSs there, not the 2 that Redux shot. That's going to eat up a bit of util there, and they are wasting a heck of a lot of time trying to flush both Psycho and Muzi out.
Oh,
and they'll get a kill for the trouble.
But the trade almost comes through. Lucid so close to confirming nade might do the trick, but Psycho gets on out and he gets a kill with it. That is unbelievable. And NiP quite literally running rings around MIBR. There's only 50 seconds left. MIBR, once again, they look slow. They look a little lost, but they're going to have to commit to something here. It looks like Kitchen will take their focus. Is this going to be straight away? It looks like it might be an early execute. Reduck drops down, but caught immediately by Julio on the other side, and He is punished. The refrag comes through. Another one drops. And oh, this is messy, but it's not going to work. MIBR fall to pieces. That's Pino locking in yet another round for MIBR, or rather NiP.
Slightly here for Ninjas. The big thing for me is how are they going to deal with this clash? What do they have to work with here? Nothing really. No Zofia in the lineup, so no concussions. They're going to have to actually maybe disable her shield with an EMP run-up and melee her, but at that point, you'd want to hope you have a really big numbers advantage because that doesn't always work. Or you could have Reduct on the gun who's able to take out Muzzy. Big pick is a difference maker on the bottom floor just rounds ago.
Well, if the pattern continues, MIBR are looking good to tie this half. One thing I will say is I'm loving the depth of strategy from NiP. Every single Dorm's defense, they've had a different strat. Doesn't mean it's actually working, because half of the time, more than half of the time, in fact, it's been pretty grim for the Ninjas, as Pino and Julio will have to be relied upon here. And Julio doesn't even have the SMG. He's got this pistol.
What?
This is not a great position to be in. At least Pino can land 2 nice shots. Hello. And now Rap's going in for a kill, looking to push. And he gets punished as well. How has this happened, Jess? A 5 versus 2 has become a 2 versus 2. Thanks to some gnarly shots from Pino. Him and Julio to hold on. Do MIBR get aggressive here? Do they take their time and work together? Reduct is in, but the player's watching him. Pino with the 4K. Filippo is the last one left. Pino's looking for the ace, the C4, and it does it! That is massive! Pino locks in a 4-2 half for the Ninjas. Because it's taken so much time and NiP have been so thorough, MIBR have clued in. They've brought their players back, and still NiP struggling to clear all this util. Finally, a nade rolls on through. That should clear that. No! The ADS reactivated. Perfect timing. NiP have fallen to pieces, but now Julio goes on forward. Walking on in, but Raps rips his head off. And Filippo jumps in. The vectors come to life as Muzi is locked out. He'll burn in the fire. And NiP, this rush has fallen flat on their faces, but Muzi says, I'm not done yet, not here, not now. 3 versus 3 for the Ninjas, but Lucas still has a power position at Bricks and is holding on. The Ninjas looking to recuperate, but what is the move forward?
I love that they used a Go-Go shield there that actually saved them from Muzi using the momentum to just come flooding in onto site. Kamikaze, what a beautiful drone that spots out multiple of their players and their exact location. Yellow pings will follow. And with a whole 60 seconds to work with, Muzi doesn't miss the C4, but they use it as a distraction. Filippo will be able to use the vector to rip straight through him in response. And a bit of karma there as Lucas seemingly hasn't moved off this shield position whatsoever. With 60 seconds left, you think they would calm down, take stock in the situation. They don't. There's one, but an instant trade back. And well, he gets a bit of a go-go shield as a bit of a consolation prize there.
2 for 1. I'll take that deal. Only thing that wasn't caught there is the ADS, unfortunately, but it might not matter since there's no real util they need to clear any longer. MIBR and their defense, they still have a lot of map control while the Ninjas are making progress. Ooh, missed opportunity for Pino. It's not everything that NiP needed, but of course a pick is always nice, and Muzi with 45 seconds left does get one.
Located a bomb.
Well, there'll be 2 people on the double window. Look at where that diffuser is. They desperately want to get a plant off, and with Lucat and a C4 below, they need to be careful they're holding on to that. I think that's Julio's job now, is he'll go towards lobby double doors and hold any C4s that could rain up through classroom. Wonder if he has a drone there. Both of his are destroyed. He misses that opportunity. What a shame. But if Lucat was to come back, he could challenge onto that. And you're right, there's 15 seconds left. A plant needs to occur.
15 seconds to go.
Kamikaze slowly makes his way in to do so, but Filippox on the white stairs will be his enemy. The plant tempted, faked, tempted again, faked, tempted again, and faked and denied. Filippox makes it happen, and Ninjas in pajamas. Far too little, far too late, and the round is over with 7 players still alive in the server. I do feel like, all things considered, MIBR not only now has the momentum, but I feel like overall they've looked like the better team this game.
Yeah, I'll absolutely join you in agreement on that. And no surprise, of course, but that's a bit of a surprise. Psycho being allowed to cross over multiple lines of sight into sight. MIBR punishing every single player, but Kamikaze, he wants a little bit of good karma on his side, and he will get it. He's down to about 8 HP as a result. And this was a very, very fast push for NiP. Last time they tried a fast push, it came back to bite them. And with a minute and a half now, I often say they need to take stock of the situation, and they don't, and they get punished each and every time.
Oh, but this is big from Moose. He only gets one, though. That could have been the in for Ninjas, but unfortunately for them, they do find Julio to clutch in a 1v2. Not impossible by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. Over a minute left. A drone as well to his name to get things going. It is his only drone, and there's 2 others in the field, not in very good positions, however.
Just taking stock at the crossfire that Reduct and Luke have right now. If Reduct swings, he can hold over onto that particular rotate. Julio wants to bait out the plant. He wants someone to peek, and they do, but Reduct knows it's a bait. And with 30 seconds left, I think his best bet is to either commit to a plan or try and go for the kills, and go for the kills he does. 25 seconds left. He misses out on that angle there, James. What a shame. And he could hear the player running over the rotate. A wallbang would finish that one off, but he doesn't know exactly where he is, and a dance ensues. Surely this is going to be the refrag they need. Reduct is full HP. Julio's out of time here in the shotgun. That's what you needed. Short range is where...
Is there a double EMP here? Because if not, oh, there is perfect timing. And here is the... Oh, no, Redux. Better get out of there while you still can, mate.
He seemed a little bit none the wiser to the fact that there was a hole on stage wall there, which was interesting because he was looking at it for a solid 15 seconds before that and then getting peppered through it with the Type 89. He should have known. Pino had the Goron in hand, but Julio has the head of Felipox in his. And now it looks like they want to get this blue control we spoke about before. That pre-play smoke babe goes off and Psycho gets on in, but he gets punished as a result. We speak about this almost every single round. NiP, they run wildly into sight and they seemingly get punished. Muzzy wants to make a name for himself, but it'll be 5 feet under the ground. And it's all up to Pino now. Full shotgun in hand. He can walk through the smoke, but he thinks more of the wiser of it. And with 15 seconds left, you don't really need to throw another 1v5 or rather 1v3 to Pino. He's done it before, but Lucan says, not again.
As well, MIBR playing very much a vertical. The risk here is if NiP can start to storm the site. If they go deep instead of trying to plant in a position where they might get C4, this could be big for NiP.
Not a lot of places that's not breachable, and Muzi, he'll eat a face full of that smoke, babe. Pino gets caught out by Filippo, who's below, but that's a nice trade from Muzi. Now tries to get yet another trade there, but misses out ever so slightly. And this seems to be just a running theme here on these attacking rounds. So much happens in the midway of the round, and then they have about 60 seconds to play with here, and then they don't seem to slow down. It's almost like they can't take their foot off the pedal here. They're going to have to try and get a plant down as Muzi gets an opening for them to do so. Psycho goes in and the default plan, he needs to back on up. It's Lucan below, and you said this, James. If they're below, they can't deny.
Raps, though, can do some good work, but taken down, all on falls. A 1v2 is very winnable. How low is Kamikaze? Low enough to fall to the smoke, yes! And now it's a 1 versus 1 for the map. Falls to clutch against Julio, but Julio holds down the line. And NiP hold on for just a bit longer.
Outside, so we might have been able to get the triple for the trouble of running out, but that was a really good situation there for Julio to be able to just look over and go, yeah, I know this is going to occur. I have a redundancy plan. And was that a default camp pinging out Psycho? I hope he catches that one out. He does get rid of it. And now they have a little bit, a measly amount of control over towards the southeast. Oh, what a catch of that head.
Tiny flick. And the wallbang as well now. The Ninjas have started to punish this aggression in 5 versus 3, but we have seen bigger clutches from the defense on this bomb site. Though it was NiP themselves defending at the time, MIBR are going to have to show what they're made of here to pull something back.
some randomized pinch pressure going on here, and yet again, is that another run out denied? I believe it was. Pino took quite a bit of damage for it, but it doesn't seem like MIBR are deterred at all. They want to put this aggression right up into the faces of NiP, and every time they've done it, they've seemingly been, given that negative karma, that bad karma for it. And I'm talking about so much aggression here, James, and now it's finally working.
Exactly what MIBR needed. Finally, things start to stick, but Pino says goodbye. Reduct in a 1 versus 3. The Ninjas looking like they might just push overtime. Has a C4, has 14 kills to his name this game, and has a little bit of info too. This could be a big run out, but he would be detected if he commits. There's 20 seconds remain. Julio has absolutely no clue. That's a big kill here for Reduct. And the pings as well. And NiP just want to send it to OT, but they might just do so. We are going to need overtime to settle this bet between the Ninjas and MIBR. Kairos pellets, but he's nowhere near the freezer. NiP rotate once again, looking a little lost, looking a little desperate. And this looks like it might be MIBR to hold down this bomb site once again. With 45 seconds, Raps doesn't go for the peak as of yet, biding his time. Kamikaze preparing this smoke for the execute for the Ninjas. They're going to need to keep up their momentum they developed in the second half and keep forcing overtime to their own match point. NiP have rotated. Here's a blue push. MIBR have no idea, but it might not matter. They've reinforced off the bunker position. NiP have to get desperate. Muzi inside the smoke. And he will get deleted by Falls. There's only 15 seconds to go. Kamikaze taken down. Reduct finds another kill. And NiP, desperate as can be, they start flood into the bomb site piece by piece. Psycho finds one. MIBR just 2 players left. Psycho wants to plant. Julio has to cover right here, right now. And holding on. Full Epox does deny. MIBR once again have the match points. Well, depending on the setup. We talk about these Kairos. Looks like that's the intention here, to breach this wall facing bricks. NiP are ready for it though, ready to shoot them off. What is the play from MIBR to counter? Maybe a smoke from the thermite? Well, they just see some pressure as time ticks away.
Back when Ace had those smokes, they used to smoke off the wall and then Selmer it. This time it's going to be the thermite that has the smokes, and they're surely going to be able to open up some. This puts Kamikaze in a very precarious position. Left, right, and a drone on his backside there. That is a much better use of utility. That will make sure that that position for now is negated. And Reduct, he has a really good line of sight to make sure the smoke doesn't sort of rotate back. And if they flash out this pillar's position, they could take it, but Kamikaze's still such a problem. We saw him do this last time, and he gets a triple.
That is so big for NiP. And with the diffuser, Kamikaze can just chill out on the stairs. Lukid, this is so difficult for him. Julio doesn't give him that chance. The Ninjas in pajamas have taken us all the way to round 15 to settle this.
Wall as well. Yes, they are. They have the ace in hand. This is going to be a double fold push here, and finally they open that up. Is that what's happening behind that smoke there? Did they not disable it? Did that EMP not do its job? Ah, there you go.
Reduct all the way through. That denied it. That is huge. Thermite charge, though, will come through. A big risk from the Ninjas. Reduct, 16 kills. The top fragger this game. Raps, aggressive on the bridge. Not droned out. He could have a big impact here with only 35 seconds left. And the Ninjas in pajamas prepare for the final execute of this match. Muzi downstairs hasn't had a big impact as of yet. The execute about to come through. NiP just waiting. They find the lead-off kill. That's Pino. And Muzi pushes up the stairs, finds a clash, might be able to take him down. He goes straight into the bomb side, and NiP goes straight for the victory. But MIBR are holding on. All these NiP players are bunched up. Lukid might well have a C4! What is that? Muzi has no chance! MIBR have done it in round 15! Out of nowhere, the Ninjas go down!